This is the longest challenge we've ever had.
In our toughest season yet, there have been highs and lows, heartbreak, and alliances formed from mutual respect. Everyone came to play dangerously.
I live when I drop my papa. I'm not even asthmatic.
1 in 3 chance of going home if I go to Ross.
It was clear from the start that people weren't holding back. Big moves were made early on, and idols were found, as well as disappointments.
Damn.
Both tribes named themselves Fuego, meaning fire, but it was Red Fuego who had to fuel the flames of tribal council.
Everyone, drop your bars.
The crazy tribe swap led Yellow Fuego to be even stronger, but they had no idea what was about to hit them, as Josh flipped and Red lost every single challenge. Meaning Old Yellow merged in minority. Then a surprise tribal forced people to act quickly, and big threats were voted out. Now, only 5 remain. Caitlin, she's been to every tribal, made close alliances, and played an idol successfully.
I've had a hand in voting out almost everyone.
Kate, she's won challenges and had everyone coming to her for directions.
I wanted to continue kind of engaging in a really active way with the game. But I can't believe I'm final 5.
John, he's been to every tribal and voted correctly almost every time.
On TV thinking, oh, how would I do this? What would I do with in Melbsurvivor? And you always go, you always think you are, but you never know. And I guess maybe I am cut out for it.
Chloe, she's contained her threat level and is now the last remaining member of Old Yellow.
It's been such a whirlwind. I've been lied to, I've been betrayed. My trust has been broken. I've won, I've lost. I've almost run out of breath. But here I am.
Dale, hiding behind big personalities, has allowed him to be the swing vote time and time again.
Super excited to prove that I could actually do a game like this and do well, because I had no idea how it done. It's pretty bad.
Three will make it to the end, but only one will win the title of Sole Survivor.
See, what I wanted to do was go to Rocks because I really wanted to go to Rocks. So I just want to see what Rocks is like.
What has been my Survivor journey to this point? I gotta say, definitely not the Survivor journey I had intended. I just went to my 11th out of 11th tribal council. Never thought I'd be saying that.
I think what I want to do is vote out Kate and John. I think if I went to the end with Chloe and Dale, like, surely I win because they haven't really done much the whole game. I don't know if I could win against Kate because I think she's really good at talking and people just like her. So people might be more inclined to vote for her, even though, I don't know, I think I have a good story. Right now I'm hoping that I can beat Kate in the immunity. And then potentially vote her out. And then in future, vote John out, because I could see myself winning up against Dale and Chloe.
Yeah, that's my dreams, mate.
Alright, finale.
Yeah!
We don't even smell that bad.
No, we don't. I'm alright.
This is really my home sweet home. This is my first. Guys, this is my.
Half a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome. They're cute.
Finally being me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your first actual immunity.
Yeah, even my immunity idol confused myself.
Yeah. That's a nice feeling.
Did you tell anyone about that? Yeah. The girls want to do an all-girls final, so that could be a possibility. Thanks for me being me, I guess. I just don't know. But then if I go Dale and John, it could work in my favour, so I'm just gonna roll with that. I don't know anything. I don't know. Like it's always, I don't know.
I need to wake up and perform a lot better. I think that's my first step. Last two challenges did not do well, so I just need to get in the zone a bit more.
Come on in, guys. Final 5. Exciting times. I'll take back individual immunity. Thank you, Kate. Immunity is back up for grabs. So, the way that this challenge is going to work is that it is a puzzle. So you must run to collect your puzzle pieces and bring them back to your crate, where you will create 5 towers equal in height. Sound good? First person to do that successfully wins immunity. Alright, we'll get to it. Survivors ready? Go! It is frustrating having to collect 2 blocks at a time. You want the ends of the pieces to line up with the other ends. The ends of the blocks are the top and bottom. So the ends that are coloured differently are the top and bottom of each piece. There may be slight gaps, but there will not be obvious gaps. It's up to you to decide when you think you've got it, and you can call stop and I can check. Chloe's got an interesting strategy, putting her block sideways, trying to work it out that way. This is a difficult puzzle. You may have to try lots of different things and different combinations. You need to work out how tall your towers need to be.
Are these all the same?
Caitlin thinks she has it. Yep, Caitlin wins. Caitlin, immunity is yours. Come grab it.
Thank you.
Congrats. You. Final five. A good time to be immune. Head off to camp. Decide who you're going to vote out. There are limited options now, and you cannot vote for Caitlin. Head on out. I will see you soon.
That one I was completely, wasn't even close, I don't reckon. The blocks are pretty confusing and feels embarrassing. For someone who does escape rooms, like, this is not my expertise anymore. I don't know how to feel. Caitlin's got two. I believe she might give one to Kate. And then I think there might be two alliances I could join in to get me further in. It could be an all-girls final, or take, if she doesn't give it to Kay, take out Kate. I don't wonder. I think the all-girls final would be pretty good. I think that's what I'm sticking with, maybe. I always say I don't know. They could all kick me out. I think they're gonna kick me out. I'm gonna go home, so I'm gonna be like, oh, could you just run and grab me this? I'll be like, don't mention running.
Yeah. If I run more like this weekend than have we're gonna be athletes.
My friend will be like, do you want to go gym? I'll be like, do you want to go to hell? No.
I'm actually alright for the next 6 months.
Especially being on rice and stuff for the first like 2 days, it's like, it really gets you just don't have enough energy. So think about how I would be like if I did have energy. Like I could run, I reckon.
Yeah, you definitely could.
You could.
So, beautiful Caitlin won the puzzle challenge, which is really wonderful. And just before the challenge, she picked up a hidden immunity idol as well. So she can keep those for herself if she wants to, obviously, or she can give them to someone. I haven't had a chance to chat to her, but yeah, I don't know. I think like we've had a fairly tight alliance so far, but I also think of the last people remaining here, it would be between Caitlin and I don't think there's any point in me going up to Caitlin and being like, oh, I haven't really played a game, you'd beat me in the end. Like, she knows that's a lie. And we've both recognised that we're playing decent games and that we would still take each other to the end.
Is this where I asked, what are you guys thinking?
I'm not thinking anything, I haven't spoken to anyone.
Really?
No, I think John's doing all the hassling and I'm like,
I don't want to hustle.
if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, if Caitlin and I can stick together, that's great. If not,
Are you leaving it up to her?
I'll chat to her, but in a bit.
Would you still be open to the idea
Oh?
for girls?
Yeah, no, I'm fully in that. That was, never like just a bit of a lie. That was never a lie. I'm into it.
My plan is get the girls to all girl final, and then half the jury's yellow. And I'm yellow.
Much, like and I feel like I've made moves. Like I'm looking at what I've done. Every move I've just followed.
Like a part of
Yeah, but it's like every time something happens, they always come up to me and say, "Will you vote with me?" So I just don't know, like, if the jury's going to respect that, and I feel like I should have been more like open with moves. So that's my only two arguments. Like,
Do you reckon I should play my idol?
just play it on your choice.
Yeah, okay.
Or don't play it. Learn it. Or do you jury name it? Yeah, I mean, if you want to ask them, whatever, but the same with that final three girls, I'll mean that as well.
Do you reckon she will?
She was. And I think she was genuinely interested in it as well. Do you want to go for a chat? Okay.
Go cat.
I haven't spoken to anyone else, so I've got no idea what's happening. What are you thinking?
Like, I'm not 100% sure at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, this sounds bad, but either you or John. Like,
Yeah.
because, I don't know, like, it's sort of like, I love the idea of like a girls' final three, and like you have been like my like oh my god. I don't know, like
Yeah.
I do, like, coming this far, I do want to win, and
Yeah.
I don't think I can beat you.
Okay. What? That's so
I-
funny. Okay.
I don't know, I just, like, I don't know, I just feel like you have such a strong chance to win. I'm sorry if I'm...
No, that's okay. No, that's like part of this.
Yeah.
And I know that this is up to you and what final you want to have. So that's, I totally get it. And I've said in so many other confessionals that I would love to have like you and I in the final so that you can chat about what you've done, which I think so many people haven't seen. so don't feel guilty or bad. I think you've played an incredible game, and like, I haven't played that well. I've won challenges when I needed to and made myself safe, but like, I was relatively out of all those votes. But also, I'm not gonna like bullshit. We've both played great games. There's no point in trying to be like, you can take me as a goat. Like, neither of us would take each other as a goat. Like, we know we played a good game. But I think for this next bit, you could take me, and then it's us winning the challenge. Because let's face it, it would be one of us that win it. And then we're definitely going to the final 3. And I don't know. If you really want to win, you can just chat, and I won't chat. I really don't mind that much. I will honestly just be like, oh, I played an alright game, and leave it.
Caitlin's saying she's going to vote Kate out, which is really shocking and the right choice if you ask me. Kate's going to win, you do realise that. She's won like every meeting. She's played like perfect socially. She's had those girls, you know, wrapped around her finger. I'm serious. 100%. Like, there's no need for me to like, make up a story to you at this point. Is that like, I'm telling you more out of we actually have a chance to survive. I think I have the best chance. I'll definitely win the challenge. I'm due to win one. I haven't won one individual in uni. I thought that might be where I actually do well at. And then maybe John, Caitlin, my best chance. I think we'll be pretty even actually. I think that's part of the promises. We were together at the start. Let's stick it out to the end. It can be part of it.
So who do we vote for?
Well,
Have you had any chats? Who are you voting for?
Well, that's what I was going to
vote
speak.
Dale. I'm voting Dale.
I was, well, honestly, I'm probably voting either Kate or John.
Oh, you told?
What?
That was, you just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I don't want to lie to you right now.
Yeah,
like, I
it's
also
fine.
have the idols, so.
Yeah. We know what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well, now I'm just like,
I might vote John then. Or I will vote John then.
and then it's pretty much on whatever you decide. Because then if I go, because I know they're going to go for you.
Yeah.
The others are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be them 2 against Kate. And then if I was to go with you, it'd be us 2 against John, and then you'd be the swing.
Yeah. I really love the idea of going to Final 3 with Kate. I really do. I really do want a woman to win. No offense to the guys. But I don't know for sure that she'll take me. And I also don't know, like, she will get some votes.
So proud of you. I guess, like, I really named down last chapter. I know, so I know
You cheeky rat.
I have zero business, like, asking anything, and I don't expect anything.
Yeah.
I guess my pitch to you is that, so before the last one, Chloe came up to me and said she and Dale feel really good and wanted me to help take out Kate if she doesn't really need me.
I'm getting like conspiracy vibes from John. I think he's the one that's still scrambling, whereas the rest of us are a bit like, okay, cool, like this is kind of up to Caitlin. Yeah, and like I guess if we knew who she was going to give the idol to, we could like work out who was the other strong one or whatever who we wanted to go up against for Final 4.
Alright, bringing in the members of our jury. Max, Chris, Kath, Brady, and Josh voted out at the last. Alright. So, So, Chloe, you look over there, you're seeing the numbers pile up. Are you finding them intimidating? I've seen their faces since Friday. Like, I think everyone was intimidating. Like, when you first look into a full card, that's your competitors straight away, I guess. So, like, yeah, that's like my team, that's my friends, that's people that I thought were gonna beat me. I was like, yeah, that's cool, but it's a good group. I love them all. So you said you thought they would beat you? Are you surprised?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight out, like I thought there was a lot of genuine people sitting down or even out that I thought could go further than they did. I'm sad that some of them didn't.
Who else is surprised that they're here?
Yeah, I was just aiming to get past one round. Go from there, one round at a time.
And your stellar idol play did that, did
Yeah,
it not?
that's why I did it.
So, Kate, this is the first time in a little while that you've been vulnerable
I know,
without
been
immunity.
Been naked. Yeah, look, I'm not looking too good tonight. I feel like I've played a really strong game, and so that puts me up. So it's up to people who have idols and who have necklaces to decide what kind of final they want. And if they want to go up with someone who has the game and the chat to back it up, or if they want to go up with people that they are taking with them because they're easier to take with them.
So what's your pitch?
What's my pitch?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like my game has been super malleable based on who I've been around. So we started in a losing tribe, and so the social game was super strong there. And I think Tash, Caitlin, and I really bonded, and we were always putting out names, and we were always voting on the right side. And we kind of ruled that tribe in a sense, in a gentle way, but we ruled that tribe. I got picked, and I could tell that I got picked because they thought that they didn't want me near Annabelle, so like having people I know in this game is a threat, but I still managed to stay in. And because they thought that I was competitive or like decent at challenges. And so I played to that. I played that I was really competitive. I played that I would throw Annabelle under the bus. I played that I didn't give a shit about Rosie. And I played that I was really strong and fit. And I proved that in the challenges that I did.
So, John, that all sounds pretty great, but it all sounds like a great reason to vote out Kate rather than keep her around. What do you do with that information?
Yeah, I think you're right on the money, Liz. I think, you know, I know going through vote, I'm going to be Kate for myself, and I guess people should think, you know, Kate is amazing. I love her, and I think you can guess quite, from what she just said, I think that's like the first 10% of the final tribal council speech to the jury. It's hell of impressive. Like I think, you know, physically, socially, strategically, I think, you know, she's basically just told you that she's done all three. And I think if, you know, if people let her stay at this vote, she's gonna also stay at final tribal council. You know, I was, you know, the best physical competitor in this game. I won, you know, pretty much every single immunity challenge, except I won a final 5, and they still didn't vote me out. Like, because that's how good I am socially, that's how good I am strategically. So, you know, I think it's all good for her to say, you know, take the best to the end, but that's because she is the best, and she will win. And she might even win, like, she's odds-on favourite to win the next final, to win the final immunity challenge. She's the only one that's won more than one. And so, yeah, like her skill set is unbelievable, and so, like, all I can say is, Kate's amazing.
So, Chloe, it's a bit to weigh up there, I guess. So, what are the different kinds of threats in this game?
Well, you got your physical threat, emotional threat, social threat, and mental threat. So like, you've got your people who are physically fit to win challenges. You have your social threat, people who make friends and get people through from numbers. You have your emotional threat, so that's when people plead and people make you obviously feel guilty for them. Like, please, this is what I've done for you, this is what you've done for me. And then you got your mental threat, which is someone who's really smart in figuring out boats and figuring out numbers to then take people out. And I feel like you were a really good, actually like a really good character for all of them. Really strong player. So I think we all sort of played a part in that. So yeah.
So Dale, how do you determine what kind of threat you are and what kind of threat you want to be up against? Seeing as this is a good final five and we're all sort of threats.
I mean, I guess this depends. Do you want to take the best or someone who you think you can beat? In terms of what threat that is, I don't know. I tend to think like social is maybe a bit more stronger than physical threat in a game like Survivor, because obviously if you're winning the challenges, you're safe all the time. But if you're not, you're also having to do a lot of work. So I think that's almost stronger than winning everything.
So Caitlin, you're safe tonight, obviously. Do you feel like you needed that community?
No, because I also found it amusing.
Oh!
But you know, it's nice to have both. I like it.
Is that new information for everyone else, or you've already heard?
We tend to just
Oh my god, you have two!
we tend to just read out all our idol groups to everyone.
I
Yeah.
thought,
Pulled it out.
you know what, they could do with some light reading. I'll read out my idol clue to them. And we all sat around the fire and we all enjoyed that.
Right. But you picked up the idol?
Yeah.
Nice. Before or after
Oh,
you read
right.
the
So
clue?
not a clue. Idol, like the thing, the KBS. You get it.
Nice. Yeah, I got you. The congratulations, you found a hidden immunity idol paper. Right. So this is the last time to play an idol. Chloe, does that make you concerned about maybe some unpredictability there?
I had some thoughts, but I genuinely think that people need to think, their own game plan, and they're gonna, well, when they do play it, obviously, or if they do play it, it's just, think about your own game plan and what you want out of the future of it.
So, Kate, an idol play, when done correctly, can be a big move and a big thing on the resume for the jury. Do you have a pitch to Caitlin on how to use that idol, given that she has immunity and she herself is safe?
No, Caitlin's smart enough. We know we've both played incredible games. Like, there's no reason to like try and suggest that it's not for Caitlin. Caitlin's smart enough to know how to use it. She knows it's a big play. She knows it's going to look incredible, even more incredible than it already looks. So she's got it.
So, Caitlin, given that you have two options of immunity here, allegedly, are you thinking about giving one of them away, like the necklace? Or are you like, nah?
Not the necklace.
Right.
Gotta wear that.
Yeah,
I look beautiful.
that's true.
I'll think about it.
Dale, does that give you concern that there's some unpredictability here? An idol could be played on someone who everyone's voting, or played randomly in a interesting, unexpected way?
Yes and no. I mean, Caitlin's been pretty true to her word with me from the very start. So I think she'll probably do what she says, but if she decides to play it on Kate or something, that would be like the craziest move ever. You just never know. Could be possible.
Alright. Does anyone have anything they want to say before we go vote? Cool.
Caitlin, you're up.
Kate, you played a killer game, physically, socially, strategically, and my only hope is I was persuasive enough to convince Caitlin of that fact.
I think that's how you spell it. Alright. I guess I'm just gonna...
Alright, we'll have to vote. If anyone has which is the movie idol, would like to play it, now would be the final time. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to show everyone. I just want everyone to know that I actually like so alright. Caitlin is doubly immune. I'll read the vote. First vote. Kate. Next vote. Kate. Next vote. John. That's 2 votes Kate, 1 vote John. 12th person voted out, and the 6th member of the jury, Kate. Alright, well, just like that, we're down to 4. Turn off the cam and wait for your final decision.
It made sense. We all knew what was going to happen. I hoped Caitlin would be like, I can beat Kate, because I think she can honestly beat me. But I wanted Caitlin to get to the final, and this is Caitlin getting to the final. So like, that's done it. And she'll beat the other people, so, or I really want her to beat the other people, so yeah, it's all ended really well.
Final 4. Who would have thought? I reckon like leading me was like the unlikeliest Final 4.
Oh my god, I'm yellow, guys. I just want to know, I'm the final of yellow.
The Final 4, I would not have thought I would have made it another round, but I guess the plan's always been think what I need to do to get through each round, and that's what I did again. I basically said to Caitlin reasons why she should keep me. I've been loyal to her, I've helped her the whole game, and that I don't think I'm a good chance to win Final 3, which I don't think is true, but I pitched it to her like that anyway. I guess we'll see in that case if I get there. Sad to see Kate go. We actually became really close. I'd probably say she was nearly the person I was closest to out of everyone. In terms of getting past 5th place, the best part about that is beating Rancey's position from Melbourne Survivor Season 2. Hey Rancey. And I really want to win the last immunity challenge because I think maybe some of the physical people in jury would appreciate the fact I actually won 1 immunity challenge since I did so well pre-merging the group one, so I think it would help just that little bit more with my eye.
That's gonna be amazing.
I know.
So, and you just wanted to do rocks, like, oh, I like throwback to when I literally just wanted rocks. And that would have been your best goal. You were like, that was the goal.
I feel good. It was sad voting out Kate. because I love her, but she took it so well. I really enjoyed having immunity. I enjoyed playing my immunity idol for myself, even though I had no reason to. I feel like I just need to win that challenge, and if I win that challenge, I'll decide who to keep, like who to vote out, and if I don't win the challenge, I'm probably a bit fucked, but oh well. I've had a hand in voting out almost everyone, and I think John could give me a bit of a run for my money because he has never been immune at a tribal.
I've gone through so many scenarios, and I think we're all pretty even pegging. I mean, Caitlin, I think people thought wasn't doing much, but I think she's done so much, and she's survived so many tribals. Same with John, they both survived a lot of tribals. And then Chloe, you've got, she's got 2 friends. She's got Max and Brady, who I'm sure would vote for her. It's also a toss-up. I really don't know who would be my best options. I may not have a choice if I don't win the challenge. I guess either way, if I do get final 3, I have to just make sure I'm confident in my own speech. I'm gonna go away and actually think about what I want to say quietly if I get there, so I can actually articulate it correctly and it makes sense and it's a good argument.
Come on in, guys. All right, final 4, exciting times. Caitlin, I'll take back immunity. Immunity is back up for grabs for the final time. This challenge will be an endurance challenge. It's pretty simple. You basically just have to stand on a wooden disc and hold a plank from the bottom up. You want to hold it for as long as possible, outlasting everyone else. The person who drops last wins immunity. Sound good? Alright, we'll get to it. 3, 2, 1. This challenge is live. Already some wobbling, the wind picking up. But final 4 immunity. Final guaranteed spot. And the final 3. Everyone wants this. Everyone going to be fighting hard in this challenge. Dale is colour coordinated with his. He's looking focused. Chloe readjusting. Caitlin taking deep breaths. John's starting to wobble a bit, but he's holding on. Caitlin wobbling, but she saves it. Caitlin wobbling again. Just keeping it together. Caitlin drops out. Caitlin's out of this challenge. We're down to 3. Dale, John, and Chloe. John looking precarious. John drops. John is out of this challenge. We are down to 2. Chloe and Dale. Both looking very sturdy. Chloe a bit worried. Chloe dropping. Nah, she's got it back. Chloe is wobbling a lot, but she keeps saving it. Meanwhile, Dale is like a robot. Chloe holding on for dear life. Someone may look like they're in a strong position, but they may be putting it on for show. People can drop anytime. Chloe extending her arm out to the side, bit of a strategy. Dale looks like the Statue of Liberty. Chloe wobbling. She's using her hand to pull it back. both just watching each other. There's some kind of agreement here.
I'm not dropping. I feel fine. I can go for like 20 minutes.
Neither one seems to be dropping. Chloe drops. Dale wins the final immunity. All right, Dale, individual immunity. Yours.
Cheers, Mum.
Guaranteed spot in the final 3. Get a chance to plead your case to the jury. The rest of you, someone being voted out will become the final jury member. Head off to camp, decide who you're going to vote out.
Didn't win. What the heck? Like, the best I can hope for is a draw. And then a challenge. So we'll find out.
I was in so much pain. I never got a good grip. The wind was so horrible with such a, like, I don't know, 7-foot pole. But as soon as like I saw her drop, I was like, finally, because like, and I say this not because it's saying that I could have won. No, like Dale was like Statue of Liberty, could have gone on there for like hours apparently. But I just wanted to outlast Caitlin because then I at least knew that, you know, I have some control in my hands.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Not stopping.
And it was kind of grippy, not grippy.
It's because
it
it's
wasn't
like
a great
that.
swing, yeah. One, and individual immunity, I thought that would be an area I would probably do well in, but it took me to the last one, and probably the most important one where I was maybe in the most danger to win it. Got a bit lucky it was endurance, because it's more like
At the end of the day, like I know my fate's in
yeah.
your hands. I know you and Chloe aren't going to vote against each other, which is fine. So I know it's a true.
Well, not sure.
Oh, really?
Actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
I haven't made my decision.
Okay.
I'm just thinking. I mean, I think we've all played strong games. It's
Yeah.
tough, and I don't think one of us has played a crazily good game. It was like Kate or even some Chris who was like big personality, big moves.
Yeah.
They would stand out, but I don't think we have those.
Yeah.
I don't think we have flashy games.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really, really torn, and I actually have not made my decision yet. So it'll come down to what people say to me and who I think I can beat.
I think, I guess my pitch to you, if you're considering between Caitlin and I, is we have mostly similar stories when it comes to
Maybe,
Minor,
so,
as in
yeah.
we're going to every single tribal.
Yeah.
The difference is, I think, at the final tribal council, they always talk about like how have you played physically, how have you played socially, how have you played strategically.
Yeah.
And physically, like I obviously lost the fucking challenge, and even the
Yeah.
one time I was on puzzle, I lost that. Whereas Caitlin has been doing well. Like, been to 12 tribal councils, survived all of them. I just need to survive one more. I wish I was here wearing the necklace. It'd be nice to go through this game just winning something. And I mean, I think it'd just be nice to have things on my terms. I think that's just what I wanted. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. It's another endurance challenge. But I think going into the challenge, I knew that Caitlin was going to be my biggest threat. Like, I'm 100% proud of her game. Like, I think she played my game, but better because she also won challenges, found advantages, and played them. So I think, and I think socially she's got more friends to the jury. So hats off. I think Caitlin played best game of this series. I mean, you heard what Kate said, that day one, Kate and Tash met alliance right away, and you can bet they're going to be buried through her from the jury. And I think Josh is also, like, Josh was with her on the swap tribe. Like, she was closer to Josh, I was closer to Ma, and like so she's already got 3 votes, and the jury's only 7, so she only needs one more vote.
Yeah.
and then strategically, like I think to get through so many tribals, she has to be strategic, and she can even say that it didn't work for her, but she was ready to go for rocks. She was going to play with fire, I think, and I think she can even say that she played two matches.
All the girl votes.
100%.
Definitely Kate.
Yeah,
she's all once going.
And no, Tash and her have been the tightest too.
And for my only thing, Chloe should Max and not Brady's vote. Yeah.
John started talking to Chloe about voting me. And I'm pretty sure he's sticking with that. So
They're voting you. Both of them are voting you. I think they're both voting you.
They're both voting
I'm
me.
just trying to weigh out the pros and cons. And I just
is
feel
there
like
any way I could convince you to vote?
I just don't know, I'm looking at jury and I just don't really understand. I feel like you've got a lot of votes potentially. And I just
do what you have to do.
I know, but in terms of personal relationships, we're here from the start and you've helped me and we've helped each other to a certain point as we can, but then I feel really bad.
It's good.
I knew it was gonna happen. I had to cry the whole time. I said it, I was like, I've been through so much with lying and betrayal, in my general life, and
You're in a game that forces you to do it.
I'm in a game that forces me to do it. So when it happened to me, I was like, oh my god, I had to hide it. I was like, it's a game, they're nice people. And then when I had to go against people and finally vote, it was just so surreal, and now it's like I don't want to cry by jury.
I didn't think I'd feel
that's so weird.
bad. People,
that's a proper plea of that's please vote. I don't want to be that person. I'm not going to be that person. I'm just going to cry to you guys because you get it.
So 2 days ago, I had my tribe. 2 hours ago, I had people that were never on my tribe, and they got me to here. So you just never know.
Okay, come on in. Bring in the members of our jury. Max, Chris, Tash, Brady, Josh, and Kate voted out at the last tribal council. All right, wow, final four. John, did you think you'd get this far when you were on the red tribe?
Hell no. I think after that miserable tug-of-war challenge, I thought we were going to be decimated, especially after the tribe swap. So I didn't think I entertained the idea of getting this far, but here I am.
So Dale, you also had votes at the first tribal council. Now you've got immunity in the final four. Yeah. What's this feeling like?
Basically, each challenge, once we started the merge, I progressively got worse and worse and worse. So I told myself to zone in to the last challenge, and no matter what, I wasn't going to lose it, so I just stayed much more focused and pushed through the pain and a lot of shaking.
Chloe, what does it come down to tonight? It's a very tough decision.
Yeah,
Who you
I had a cry before. It's literally just come down to two people who, well, all of us really, who had really fair game, and then just who bonded who and who, I don't know, it's just who deserves to be here, who will make your game plan a better outcome.
John, we've got a good mix of original tribes and swapped tribes here. How do you weigh up who has those bonds with the jury and who maybe doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, this is our last tribal council before we're going to make the pitch to the jury. I think everyone just needs to look at that jury, know that there's going to be 7 people sitting there, and knowing, if you win 4 of them, you win. And I think if you can go down each person, I think if you've truly played this game, you know how they're likely to vote. And I think if you think one of us will get most of those votes, at least 4 votes in that jury, then you probably don't want to be sitting next to that person.
So Dale, on the one hand, there's going to the end with someone you know you can't beat. But what about going to the end with someone who's on a sort of level playing field who you think you might be able to have the upper hand against?
I think you always have to back your own game and believe that you've done enough to get to the end prior to that. And I guess the big thing when I was making my decision tonight, I don't really know what the jury's thinking. I don't know what they're going to be basing their vote off. Is it going to be like gameplay, physical challenges? So we're a bit torn where everyone might be at anyway. So you just have to back yourself.
Anything else to say before we go vote?
Just, I made it known to Chloe that I would love to go to the finals with her. And if you want to give me that opportunity, that would be good. But it is so okay if you don't. I think she's played an amazing game. Yeah. Oh. We've all done so well.
All right, Caitlin, you're up. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, it's John. Second vote, Caitlin. Caitlin. Thirteenth person voted out. And the final member of our jury, Caitlin. All right, Caitlin, the tribe has spoken. Head on out. Congrats, final 3. Got to think about what your case is to plead to the jury over there. 7 people that you had a hand in voting out. Dale, I'll take back immunity. Won't be needing that anymore. Cheers. I'll give you a bit to think about what you're going to say to the jury and how you're going to plead your case.
Okay, so that was humbling. What the heck, didn't win, but no, fought hot. No, I love them so much. That was so much fun. I am so proud of myself. I feel like I was amazing. Like, I keep bragging about myself, but you know, like I've earned it deep down. We know that I've earned it. Even if that experience made me a little more humble, you know, walking in without immunity, that was humbling. That was really interesting. They made the decision that I would have made.
It's crazy. That was the most overwhelming thing. My stomach really hurt when I was up there. Like, I was literally there like CJ, 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 CJ. And then in the end I was just like, 1, I want to go home, so I don't want to wait for another challenge, and especially the light, if it's the light fire. And then 2, I just thought I might have a better chance if I was the only girl, so.
Alright, made final 3, never actually expected it to happen. Hoping it may happen, but for it to actually be true is a bit unbelievable, but super excited to prove that I could actually do a game like this and do well, because I had no idea how I'd done, but I might find it pretty bad.
I know the jury is quite stacked, OG yellow, so I don't know if I have the personal relationships that the others two have. I don't know if they've already made up their mind and they wouldn't vote for me. They're going to vote for their friends, but I hope they listen to my story with an open ears, open heart. That's all I can do.
Take a seat for the last time. Well, the last time you'll be sitting on an unstable stump. Bringing in the members of our jury. Max, Chris, Tash, Brady, Josh, Kate, and Caitlin voted out at the last tribal council. Alright, so I'll give you guys a sec to give your opening statements. Just about a minute of summing up why you should, why you think you deserve to win the title of Sole Survivor, the moves that you've made, and what kind of approach you've had to the game. Alright, I think we'll go down this way. Start with Dale.
So basically my game was a game of adaptability. I realised pretty early on that I wasn't going to be the loudest one, so I kind of changed up what I had in mind of kind of forcing the moves all the time and sitting back, making connections with everyone, and then deciding what is my best vote to go with based on those connections, because it seemed everyone was always wanting me to vote with them. I always had the information. I knew where every single vote off was going, apart from the Tash vote. I didn't know that one. I always had a plan for each move that was made, and I wasn't afraid to make those big moves, like kind of the Josh one. He might have saw it coming, I think, but I kind of decided, I thought you would probably win, so it was a good time to cut you. And even like votes earlier on, like Max, I didn't really want to vote people off like that, but I thought it would be best for me moving forward to go with the people I did. Same with Kate at the end, Caitlin. I just did what I thought was best each round to get to the final stage. In the immunity challenges, I realised that people were doing really well in the individual ones. Like Brady, as soon as he won that first individual one, people were trying to target him. So I actually backed up a tiny bit in the challenges and wasn't really always trying to win them, and I think that possibly helped me stay longer also. And okay, I'll wrap it up there.
Cool. Chloe.
Hi. I think my aim of this whole thing, at the start I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know, I wasn't really a big Survivor fan. I watched it with my mum, and I definitely got into it, but I wasn't sure how I'd want to play it. I then went on to just alliances with my own tribe, which most of you, well, all of you were there. And we worked so well as a team that winning and winning and winning, and I just ended up forming a really good bond with all of you. And I stuck with that, and that got to merge. And then when merge happened, I felt really, really confused and overwhelmed, but I tried to listen to people, and I tried to go with what I thought. I trusted a lot of people. Like, my biggest thing was trust and my previous alliances. And then I finally decided to start making big moves, and that was, my first one was against Tash, and that was the suddenness of it, where I had to just wrap my head around it, and I didn't want Brady to go first, and I knew he was with me, so it was kind of a quick step. First big move, and then my second one was Caitlin, and I didn't, like, Kate was, it was a big move, but it was pretty solid with that one. But yeah, Caitlin was real hard, and I thought one of that big move would mean I would be the final girl in the final three, and it got me to here. So by the end of it, it was just go with it. I hope people are trusting, and yeah, like them two kind of just went with the flow, and it got them to here, whereas I did trust alliances and I went on with alliances, and I think that's why I could be good.
John.
We all have big dreams of how we'd play Survivor. When I started, I guess I had to look at where my strengths were, and I knew that challenge strength was not going to be it. And as you can tell, it definitely was not it. But I knew that my strength was my social skills. Like when we got asked before the show, which Survivor player do we most identify with, I said Denise, because she's a therapist and I'm actually a psychiatrist in real life, and so our strength is, I guess, connecting with people, forming a bond, being able to come to a mutual ground to work our way through, and that's what I tried to do day one. Denise needed her Malcolm, and for me, my Malcolm was Caitlin. Right from the start, we started vibing, and like at the start of the first day, I found a idol clue in the tree, and rather than just play for myself and play an individual game, I used that I shared that news with Caitlin to bond us, and then Tash ended up actually getting the clue, and I think together that bonded us, and that helped me survive the first few votes. Unfortunately, our jobs aren't our only similarities between Denise and I. Just as she went to every single tribal council, I went to all 13 tribal councils, and that wasn't intentional. But things just didn't work out my way. Chloe says I just went with the flow, but I think anyone who's seen my game knows I could not go with the flow. My back was against the wall time after time again, and I had to use those social skills to survive. When we swapped down in numbers, it was because I could connect with Josh, with Ma, with Rosie, and they were willing to give me a chance, and in the pecking order was Ash, Caitlin, me.
All right, now we'll hand over to the jury. Chris, you're up.
Congrats guys for making it in here. The vote is 100% up for grabs. I haven't made a decision. I'm very interested in what you say tonight. We answer a few questions, and it's valuable to all of us. I do have one thing to say first, and if I'll ask you a question, you get it right, then you both have my vote. So, as you know, and I lied about everything in the game, but about my personal life, I only ever lied about one thing, and it's a very large thing. If you can guess what that was, you have my vote. You don't have to do it. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, so we had the least amount of time together, so I don't know his personal life, but I only found out he had kids at the tribal council that he got voted out, so that's probably what I'll guess.
I would say you're not married.
Congratulations on making final 3. Really good effort. Well done. So my question, as someone who may have got out early playing the game a little too safe and kind, I want to know, what were your dirty moves? So what were the things that you did were cheeky, a bit under the belt, and a bit mischievous to get you further in the game?
As mentioned, definitely the Josh vote where I clicked my vote and changed, I guess, who essentially I want to go to the end with. That would probably be the biggest one. And then I guess a mischievous move was me, Caitlin, John to make final 3 deal, which we backed out on, which was very nice about. Yeah, so I think that was a bit of a tight move to do. But it was more to secure the spot regardless.
Me? Okay. Well, one, I knew about Brady's Idol, and I had conversations about how he could use it, and I kept it from everybody else. That was a pure me and him thing. I also, unfortunately threw Tash under the bus in a very quick and sudden vote. I wouldn't call what I did to Kaylin like sneaky, because it was one or the other, and I made that very clear. Other than that, I don't think I wanted to do anything sneaky. That wasn't my game plan at all. Like, I did want to play it safe. Unfortunately, you do have to make decisions like that, but
yeah. Like, I didn't come into the game like, with the aim to hurt anyone, and that's not what I set up to do. But obviously, when it got to the merge, we were a minority of 3. The other tribe had 7, and I wasn't going to be the top of anyone's. Like no one was going to drag me to the end. If I wanted to get to the end, I had to play my guts out to get there. And likewise, like Denise turned on Malcolm, like I knew I had to take out Kaylin eventually.
Awesome. Thank you very much and good luck.
Hello. I don't much feel like congratulating you guys on getting to the final 3 because unfortunately nothing you've said so far tells me that any of you really orchestrated any big moves. Dale, I think you sold your game really well. I do. Especially seeing as it was a game where you kind of went along with the numbers. I think it's great that you were informed on every vote but mine. Especially seeing as my vote wasn't one where we got to scramble. So I think it's great that you were social enough to be in on all the votes, but it's just not a big enough game for me to be interested in giving you my final vote. Chloe, you claimed your 2 biggest moves were me and Caitlin. I don't consider your vote against Caitlin to be a move. It's final 4, one person or 2 people are going to be the obvious, vote, and I think you took out the only person in that 4 that deserved to win. And so I don't consider it to be a big move. I don't consider your vote against me. I thought it was a smart move to make in that situation, but I don't consider it a big move over the course of the game. Just in that, no one got time to scrounge around for votes, and Brady played an idol, otherwise it would have been a 3-3 tie. So I don't consider it a big situation. I think it was impressive that you guys had, identified the 3 of us girls as a threat, but otherwise, yeah. But John, I think you're underselling yourself. We worked together a lot when we were in the Red Tribe, and a lot of the moves that we agreed to make, if ever I was a little concerned about the move, you were strategically, reassuring. I think you have a great social game like you talked about, but I also think you have a good strategic mind, especially when we went to the max vote at Merge, and you were like, Tash, don't worry, the Yellow Tribe, they haven't had to vote yet, they will break. And they did. So I want to give you the chance now to just tell us about a move that you made that doesn't involve you claiming Josh's flip as your big move. Josh flipping and voting out his tribe members was a big move, but I want to know what your big move was.
First, I just want to say that sometimes when people talk about big moves, they claim it all for themselves, and I've never pretended that. I think Survivor is a social game. You use other people.
Yeah.
And forming bonds, you can't make a move unless it's I like this move. The social strategy for me go hand in hand. The example you said, I knew that because me, Josh, and Caitlin, because we've been through so much together, we were bonded like fire.
Yeah.
And when I came over to the merge, I knew immediately, I wasn't scared. I knew votes were coming my way, but I knew that I could count on you, I could count on Kate, I could count on Dale. You never got to go to vote, so I knew you would come back to us, and that's actually what we sold Josh. Caitlin and I told Josh that you're not going to be in the bottom if you're with us. We can bring people over. I know Dale says he didn't know what's happening on your vote, but I went to 13 tribals. I was right 12 times. The only time I wasn't was the Josh vote, because I voted Caitlin because I thought we were going for rocks.
12 out of 13 is a pretty good number. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Alright, congratulations to all. I'm still going to say the opposite of Tash. I think you've all done well to get here. You've all played your games. While goats aren't necessarily the most popular characters in Survivor, they're the ones that do the winning, and sometimes that is the game you got to play to win. So credit to all 3 of you. My question's for Chloe. You were my Survivor buddy. We strategized a lot. But I want to know about your moves that you were making for your game that I either wasn't involved in or didn't know about.
Well, talking about Tasha's thing about how I didn't make a big move, I think picking my new Yellow Tribe was a big move. And you weren't involved with that. From that, I got to view every single one of you and decide who I thought was going to take me to the end.
Ooh! Hello. Oh my god. Hi, guys. It's so lovely to see you. Sorry, I'm just mourning the loss of an iconic winner. I do want to say that I don't even care if people see you as goats. I don't think you guys are goats. In my eyes, like, Survivor is a game and you can get to the end however you want to be. So really just keep selling yourself and backing how you guys played, because anything is a move. Not talking to someone in that round is a move because you want to isolate them. Not like talking to as many people you want to, or just like, you know, anything is a move. Where you sit, how you position yourself is a move. So really keep backing yourself. So my question is to you guys, from the jury, out of the jury, who do you think played the worst game? And you cannot say Chris or Max. They'll cop out answers, please.
This is more based on interaction. If I had to pick someone, I'll be Brady because we didn't talk as much as other people. I think he was playing a good game behind the scenes, but I didn't see it up front as much.
I would also say Brady, but that is because you did put your only trust into me, which I admire. But I think you then, all the effort you put into me, you lacked in other people, whereas I still put in a sustainable amount of effort into other people rather than just you.
I don't want to pile on, but I'd say Brady. It's only because, and like, you know, I think my game is about never closing doors, and come merge, like that's always a new opportunity. And you know, Chloe chatted with me that night, Max chatted with me that night, we talked about jobs, food, and everything. Even Chris came up to me, and I think Brady was the only one that didn't.
I just have one thing that I think really comes into the character play of Survivor that you haven't answered yet. What is your star sign?
Sagittarius.
Gemini.
Cancer.
Ooh, thank you so much.
Yes. I also really have to ask you guys that I really enjoyed playing with all of you.
Alright, we've heard from the jury. Now you guys will get one last chance. A minute, say your closing statement, why you should win. What separates you from the other two here? We'll start with whoever's ready.
I won't add too much more on this, it's too late. I guess the big thing that I didn't say is I was never actually endangering one single vote. I think I got 2 votes once, but everyone was on my side. Whenever I felt like I was in danger, I made sure the vote flipped on someone else by throwing someone under the bus. And I guess finally, this was a bit out of my comfort zone. Generally, I'm pretty much an introvert who sticks to, the people that I know. So it's pretty difficult to play, and I'm proud of my effort no matter which way you all vote, and it's awesome meeting you, and thank you Liz and everyone for all the incredible work during the week, days, years, however long it's been.
Or cheers.
I won all the Yellow Tribe challenges. I'm the final yellow, I'm the final girl, and I think that should be now up to you.
I guess my story was being an underdog, going to all tribals, fighting for my life through my social connections, and being willing to play with fire when that's what I needed to help my game.
Jury, we hand over to you. Give you a sec to think about who you're voting. And Max, you're up. Oh, yeah.
21-year-old who is so capable and switched on. You played an amazing game and you absolutely deserve this vote.
I love my head.
faced a lot more adversity and therefore you were tested a lot more and you came out in a good position.
Alright, for the final time, I'll go get the votes. Alright. I have the votes. First vote. Chloe. Second vote. John. Third vote. Chloe. Fourth vote. John. So that's 2 votes Chloe, 2 votes John, 3 votes left. Next vote. Chloe. Next vote. John. So that's 3 votes Chloe, 3 votes John, 1 vote left. The winner of Melbourne Survivor Playing with Fire. John. Season we played with fire. Next season we're heading to water. We're going to the beach. See you guys next season, season 4.